Hello everyone out there. In this video, I would like to share my real first-hand experience using the AirMini by ResMed, a smallish CPAP unit that many people regard as the ideal option for travel. After several days of use, I have discovered both its strengths and a few details that aren't always discussed, especially the issue of noise that is noticeable in quiet rooms. And I also want to show you a solution that has worked surprisingly well for me in practice. I have also carefully consulted with the manufacturer about the possible inconveniences or drawbacks that could affect the device under this new configuration. And I have also calculated that the pressure drop caused by the built-in silencers does not reach even 2 centimeters of water in this setup at all. Thus, I am currently quite calm, and I am thoroughly enjoying the smooth and dependable operation of it. Nevertheless, I must say that ResMed states it bears no responsibility whatsoever for damages that the AirMini might suffer as a result of using third-party components not marketed by the company itself. Logically. But as I was saying, for the moment, I do not perceive, in my understanding, any kind of technical inconvenience whatsoever in using the configuration I am proposing. And that's why I would sincerely appreciate if you would kindly leave your comments, your experiences, your observations, your inquiries, and any other related notes. For me, the result is truly excellent. A tiny, compact little device that you can carry anywhere. It hardly takes up any space and can be neatly stored away in a moment. I have taken it on my trips by plane, on long flights, and it rests unobtrusively atop the seat's tray table without any trouble. Nothing to do with the other AirSense models, 10, 11, and other predecessors that take up a lot of space and the bother of carrying distilled water for the humidifier. And I can honestly say this simplicity has proved very helpful on many journeys. But precisely because it is quite compact, there is an important detail that bears repeating. You can really hear the breathing noise much more than anything else. The engine noise itself isn't as noticeable, but your own inhalation and exhalation, amplified by the circuit, which is very short, becomes clearly audible to your ears. At first, it can be quite annoying indeed. Over time, you gradually grow used to it, but the noise remains present, and without a doubt, the first nights are not very comfortable. After trying a number of different things, I finally found a combination that dramatically reduces the noise to a level I can hardly hear, producing a result that is truly surprising and giving me complete and uninterrupted comfort for sleeping. The first thing I added was a silencer for the Breas device. Although it wasn't designed for the AirMini, it fits perfectly and already reduces the sound quite a bit, making for a much quieter night. It's about the Q-tube for the Breas Z1 Auto-CPAP. Here you have it. Inside it, we found a sponge that helps dampen the noise and can also be washed. Then I added a second, very simple silencer I found on AliExpress. Placed after the Breas, it lowers the noise even more. The seller presents it as a solution to that noise, but the truth is that by itself it doesn't change anything. But when combined with the previous one, you get an optimal result. Well, as you can clearly see, the trick is based on a deliberate widening and then narrowing of the tube, a principle that is very similar to what a muffler for an exhaust pipe would accomplish in practice. There is nothing fundamentally new here, but in my modest opinion, the approach is quite effective and practical. And finally, a humidity exchanger filter, HME, which functions as a humidifier without water and also acts as an additional acoustic barrier. One must bear in mind that these filters should be replaced once a month, which in the long run could be somewhat expensive if we use the AirMini over many months. However, the reality is that they are very effective and provide consistently comfortable humidity levels in practically any situation or environment, avoiding the ongoing nuisance and trouble of distilled water in daily life at home and at work. Ultimately, we simply must replace the original tube with a slimline, which will be connected to the AirMini through the adapter, and then assemble the entire unit. Everything fits snugly inside the original case. There is no need whatsoever to take anything apart. I have also placed a small Velcro strap in both the original case and on the AirMini so that the two silencers stay fixed and positioned in the most convenient way for easy access. So to use it, I simply have to unzip the zipper, plug it into the power outlet, and put on the mask. It's incredibly comfortable and convenient. And that's all, friends. Here you have a very simple, practical, user-friendly solution that lets us enjoy this small, handy little gadget as it sleeps peacefully anywhere, anytime, especially while traveling, and it occupies very little space for any situation, anywhere you go today. So please share your comments and feedback with me in detail. It will be very enriching, without a doubt.